This is Carpe Diem, one of Norway's most popular acts. And thanks to their clever blend of hip-hop and rap, Magdi and Chirag are two of Norway's biggest stars. They're also the embodiment of Norway's evolving society. Magdi is a Muslim whose father is Egyptian and mother is Norwegian, and Chirag, whose parents are of Indian origin, is a Hindu. This is their song West Side Blacks, which describes their own sense of identity, having grown up in Oslo's more affluent West Side as the only ethnic minorities in their neighborhood. Today, Magdi and Chirag have come to Oslo's East Side, a poorer area where the majority of immigrants live. It's a chance to experience a more ethnically diverse community than the West Side.
I grew up in a about completely white neighborhood. I was the only one, the only Muslim, the only one with a slightly brown color on my face. So many of the ethnic Norwegians that I grew up with, they shouldn't meet their first ethnic minority when they're 16, 17. They should grow up with them, because this is Oslo. And we have people from all cultures, all religions, all colors.
Carpe Diem are here to launch the Statement Box, a facility allowing the young people to record their thoughts and opinions. The Statement Box is part of a multimedia project partly funded by Oslo City Council, intended to promote integration and develop communication skills. Henrietta Øyen is coordinating the project, so what encourages her about what she sees?
Some of them really has so much potential, and like they're making the films, and they have incredible talent. We have 14-year-old kids that are they could be professional at doing it as a job.
Norway's wealth and stability are major attractions for immigrants and refugees. Oslo, where many immigrants settle, is part of the Intercultural Cities programme run by the European Commission and the Council of Europe. It's a network of cities that learn from each other's experiences and challenges related to cultural diversity and integration. The principles behind the Intercultural Cities programme go to the heart of what the European project is about.
The motto of Europe is unity in diversity. If you want to have a Europe which is sustainable and where citizens, on the one hand, feel with their own identity, and on the other hand, are able to understand and to talk and to act together with people who are very different, then it's the only way to build Europe.
Back in Oslo, at the central train station, the city's mayor is opening an exhibition of photographs about Norwegian culture and society over the past century. But the experience of immigration is perhaps beginning to redefine what Norwegian culture and society really are. And for the mayor, that's a welcome development.
Today we are people from 140 different countries in Norway, especially in Oslo, and it's I think it's fantastic. We have a situation with booming culture. We need the employees, and hopefully we will succeed.
Magdi and Chirag have come back to the East Side to see their friend and fellow rapper Pumba, who is himself of Chilean and Peruvian descent. He's featured on Carpe Diem's song West Side Blacks. Pumba's experience of growing up as an ethnic minority in Oslo was very different. In the song, he mocks Chirag and Magdi about how they grew up in a more comfortable part of town. And he raps about problems in his neighborhood of Holmlia, such as low educational achievement and fraught relations between the community and the police.
The thing about Holmlia is there's a lot of foreigners here. So that's kind of the difference from the West Side, because on the West Side, it's like mostly Norwegians and a few foreigners. But here it's the opposite. So you learn from every culture. And I bet like you'll know like at least a couple of words from all the different languages.
Immigrants here are required to learn Norwegian, but it's inevitable that foreign words gradually seep into the language. This phenomenon is so advanced in Norway that it's created a sub-language of its own, known as Kebab Norwegian. Local author Andreas Østby has even created a dictionary of Kebab Norwegian.
This is a demonstration that in Oslo we don't have ethnic ghettos, and that the mix is a positive thing, because people relate to each other, they hang out together, and they even create their own language when they meet, and that's a good thing. That's a sign that they thrive here.
And not surprisingly, Carpe Diem and Pumba are well versed in Kebab Norwegian.
Flus, for example, that means money, and it's Arabic, and we use it all the time. Like, we don't even say money in Norwegian, we just say flus.
Sjuf in Kebab Norwegian means to look or look out, and it's quite common among graffiti artists, for example, and they use it to tell somebody to look out for police.
Spa, it means, I don't really speak Kebab Norwegian anymore. We used to when we were young. It means good, nice, or beautiful.
Chirac has found time to pay a visit to his parents. They were part of the first wave of immigrants to Norway in the 1970s. They never imagined their son would end up as a rap artist. But when Chirac's dad lost his job recently, he suddenly found his son's fame was rubbing off on him. At one job interview, he was asked about his family.
I said, I've got 2 daughters, 1 son, and his interest is a singer in Norway. Singer in Norway? What he sings? I said, he raps. Then I told the name of the group, Carpe Diem, and his son had his photograph in the room. Then he started talking about him, not about the interview, not about the job. Started to become very easy. I got the job because of him.
Like many countries, Norway has learned a lot from the experience of immigration and integration. But Oslo is determined to build a harmonious multi-ethnic city built on the values of tolerance and diversity. And surely some of the credit for that will have to go to Pumba, Magdi and Chirac.